Good morning, good morning, good morning, team. Sorry, it's good evening. Good evening, everybody in the house. Good evening, Anil. Good evening, Ankit. Good evening, Saurav, Subhash. Good evening. Nice to see all you people, everyone. Okay. Chalo team, join in, join in, join in. It's going to be the day 4. Very valuable learnings coming your way, everybody. Okay? Let's do it. Let's upgrade, let's become better, everyone. Good evening, Shailender. Nice. Good to see all you good team. Very great to see your commitment. It's night. Daily we are catching up 9:30. It's in itself, it's like consistency will reward you, that's for sure. Okay, 9:30 to 10:30, you're giving very valuable time of your life for this, and you'll definitely feel the change in you. Okay, so keep applying, keep observing every single day what we are speaking. It's really valuable information, people. Make the most of it. Okay, so guys, as part of, so said day before yesterday, okay, make the most of the job descriptions. As part of yesterday, we discussed one end-to-end use case of the system, how multiple things connect with each other. Now देखो guys, the use case is going to remain the same whether you are a fresher or whether you are as high experience like a lead or 8 years 10 years. The use case is what it is. Okay, now in the use case, who does what will keep changing. So we are not going to take a fresher or a junior and say, "Okay, hey, build the entire system." That doesn't work. Yesterday, what we discussed was, so to give you clarity, okay, what kind of systems are actually real-time systems, what you need to do, what you need to integrate, how you need to work. We will cover more of it. There will like some questions about practically how a developer life will be involved, and I will be dealing with a different session where we are going to get into narrow down, like as a fresher, how you will be involved in this process of application development, and as a junior resource, 0 to 2 years, 0 to 3 years, what is your involvement. So we will be speaking about that separately. Okay, so don't think like pura ka pura banane denge. It's not going to happen like that, people. Okay, we'll make it very carefully, and because yeah, in the end the system has to be really solid, serving the customers in the right possible manner, so it would be done very nicely. Okay, fine. Now, team, chalo, let's get started with learning for today. Okay, so it's really going to be a very valuable one, I personally feel, because this is how I have lived my entire IT journey. Okay, so guys, I also started like a fresher. There were so many learnings and made so many mistakes, and then improved with every mistake, learned more about life. And let me be honest, guys, 11 years in the IT industry, and still I am learning. Okay, still like today also I learned something new, last week also, last month also. So learning journey never stops, and that's what I would like to say. Every single day you learn, every year you learn, and you will keep learning forever. Okay, and guys, I'm telling, 11 years I'm still learning. And whatever are the key things which I have learned in my life, which has helped me to take the right decisions and keep evolving career wise in my life, today I'm going to share all of that with you. And I really know that if you really understand today's session, and if you really start living by these principles in your life, you will be getting massive results. You will be way better than many other people in the IT industry, let me tell you that. Okay, and I want you to make you like extraordinary. Don't be average. Okay, don't be mediocre. Apne ko aage jana hai. We have to be in the top performers, we have to be in the great performers. Our career should be at the high peaks. When it comes to packages, appraisals, opportunity, we people should be the one who goes and grabs it, not the remaining of the mediocre or average people. Okay, so we need to generate that spark. We are not talking about survival in IT industry, guys. As part of these sessions, I want to make you people empowered so that you can make your own life very great. You can lead your life to success, not survive your life to success, people. Okay, so far I was giving you some process related, some technique related, but I want to really inject in you the true essence of what will make you a great successful career for yourself in your life, people. Okay, the further the session is going to shape up in that particular manner as we take this 10-day program, and there is a continuation. So बहुत कुछ सीखेंगे, a long way to go, people. Okay, massive upgrade coming your way. Chalo. So now let's start focusing. Okay, So you might be okay. First of all, where I am right now, okay, so as the head of technology, currently leading a 30-member team. Since past 1 year, my designation is head of technology, and I'm single-handedly responsible for the delivery of the entire 30-member team. Okay, so my journey started like a fresher, then but it went through transitions. Now I'm responsible, so under me there are like three separate teams which work, and I am responsible for the delivery of these separate teams which works almost on a different manner. So I need to build up a system, wrap up a system which makes sure that the system is efficiently performing. And I personally know what I expect from a fresher, from juniors, from seniors, from architects, till people having 10 years of experience across developer role, across QA role, across DevOps role, across a DBA role. So basically everything, okay, interacting with the Scrum Masters, interacting with the product managers, interacting with the CEOs of the client side, everything basically. So I can really open up a lot of knowledge in front of you people. Okay. Now the second part is there were some of the guys, okay, those having like 20 years of experience, 25 years of experience. They recently joined my organization, and I was having a conversation with them, and they are like, hey Tausif, in just like 11 years, the role that you're performing, this is like people will start it with 15 years and they will start learning it. You're already executing it. Nothing but you're running like 5 7 years ahead of others. Okay. And guys, that's the mindset I want to give to you people. Okay, it's possible. Okay, if you really take charge of your life, it's possible. And I was not knowing that, but I'm executing that. So I want to share you the same thing. Okay, how you can be ahead in your career than rest of the slow moving people in the IT industry. Okay, so all the learnings we'll be talking about as part of today. Let's make the most of it, everyone. Okay, let's make the most of it. Chalo team, let's get started then. Okay, first of all, understand my background. Okay, so I started my IT journey just with a BSc computer science so far. Okay, I'm just a BSc computer science. I did not do masters, I did not do anything. I'm just a BSc computer science, not even BTech, not even any of the masters. And for me the life has been like this. Okay, so that should be an example for you people. It is possible. Okay, many people will say not possible, but I'm a living example. It is possible. So just know it, like IT may anything can happen. Okay, so if you're BTechs, you can have a solid career. If you're masters, you can have a solid career. Even if you're bachelors, you can have a great solid career. That's sure. Okay, now I started my journey, okay, as a BSc computer science. It was 2010, around that. Started hunting in the market. At that time also, guys, there was like a, in 2008 or 9, at that time recession came. Okay, at that time recession came. No, recession in the terms of real estate ka kuch to problem happened. And again job cuts and all across the globe, it was having impact. Okay, US में something went wrong, and the globe entirely had impact. India maybe jobs ke liye there were a struggle at that time. And in the year 2010 also, slowly the market was recovering. So let me tell you, abhi recently 2020 mein COVID, Corona happened, layoffs happened, all that happened, but it is still better situation because the IT is still surviving. Many businesses came online, many things happened digitally, nothing but our industry really nicely survived. And now big companies are announcing statements about hiring new people, consuming it. The market is really shaping up nicely. So don't worry first about this Corona, COVID, and all that, guys. If you have knowledge and if you're ready to put in efforts every single day of your time, there is a job waiting for you in the IT industry. There is a big, strong career waiting for you if you are not ready to come up with an excuse for success. The moment you say okay, life is problem, COVID happening, jobs are not there and on, let me tell you, you will start disappearing with the problems in life. But the moment you decide, no, 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 I am going to learn, I'll work hard, I'll keep applying every single day 10 jobs, I'll keep calling the HR, I'll keep dropping them an emails, I'll keep reviving my technology, keep updating the resume, and do that follow-ups, you will find that within weeks itself you'll get calls. That's how the market is, people. And guys, in the past 3 4 months, many people of my life transformation, they got placed very nicely. So it's all working out. So don't live in assumptions, okay, the market is bad and all. Guys, it completely depends upon your mindset. If you believe it's bad, it is bad, you'll not have an opening. But if you believe no, I have to make way through it, and if you're ready to spend daily time for job hunt, for calling people, for making a career, life is going to open opportunities for you. We are going to take some sessions of how to do it. Okay, but don't worry, but understand, install the mindset first. You're not a failure in life. Okay, accept that you're not a failure. You're going to make way through it. Believe in yourself. Life mein miracles will start happening, people. Okay, chalo. So today we are going to talk about such miracle. So as a fresher, I started. Life was not easy. Recession, market was recovering. I was having confidence. I was like, chalo, let's apply for companies, doing all the hard work. Okay, but guys, what happened is family expectations, relative expectations, right? All that drama was always there. That's a human society. Or a graduation done, you need to start earning, you need to do this, you need to do that. Everything came, and I was like, "Ha, kar lenge. We'll do it. What's the big deal in that?" Okay, I was having confidence. But then what happened is people I started hunting for job, and slowly and steadily I realized ki market was really bad at that time. So I was going to offices, I was applying emails physically, digitally, whatever, but it was not really connecting. Okay, and then I was like, okay, so things are not working out somehow. Okay, and then what happens now? I'm telling you, real life situations. Okay, then slowly and steadily, you know what started happening? Day by day, when you're putting in efforts and if results are not coming, a point comes in a human being where you get demotivated, right? You start feeling low about yourself. You start feeling like life is so much problem, right? It's not that easy. If you just say it will happen. So I started going through that, and guys, you need to understand, we are just at the verge of a student basically trying to enter life. And you know what's the main problem which happened throughout your schooling and academics? There were teachers around you, there were your families and all. They were taking you towards that final take a degree kind of goal. And as soon as you're about to enter in life, almost 80 to 90% of the people, okay, what happens is all these parenting, teachers and all, everybody releases the hands and say, go live your life. Yes or no, people? Till college, till degree, everybody's like, ha ha, do this, do this, do this. As soon as life starts, everybody leaves your hand. And now you have to survive. Now it is about living, it is about existence. Okay? And it's a problem situation. And you were never trained for living a life, people. You were always trained for passing examinations, qualifying for a degree, making a degree. You were not trained for life. And फिर वहां जाके guys, as a student mindset, many people get misguided. फिर demotivate होते हैं, depress होते हैं, and then they are like, okay, which stream to do? I did in this one, but this is not working. This one, that is not working, and life really messes up. And then there are many people, they switch streams. They go for packages like monthly 8,000. Some people start working for free. कि at least chalo get me something. Guys, that kind of world also exists. I want to tell you, yes, tough times are there. Okay, and I tried, it was not working. It was 3 months, and I was really shattered. Okay, you know what kind of thoughts were coming to me? Are Tosif, you just know IT, you just know how to code. I was knowing coding and I was good in that. I was like, Tosif, you just know how to code. And I never thought in my entire life to do anything other than IT industry. Nothing but my entire brain while I was in my graduation 11, 12, everything, my focus on one, I need to code and be in programming. That's it. I did not try anything else. I had only one way, one goal in my life, to be a programmer, to get into the IT industry. That's it. And now, guys, that also started shaking. So when I was like, okay, market is not consuming, 3 years, 3 months, 4 months, and I was really at a very low point in my life, not having any guidance. Nobody's coming. Everybody is like expecting me to get a job, but I was not able to crack it through. Okay, and then that really demotivated, and I was actually literally affected with that. And I got this thought process, I don't know anything else, whether I will be able to survive in this life, whether I will be able to justify, I'll be able to make money or not. Itna low confidence points came to my life. Okay, really the tough times, people. Now what happened is, you need to have the right mentorship, otherwise people, you will be lost. Okay, really you will be lost. Okay, so at that time somebody came to me, a mentor kind of. Okay, and once I was just sitting and worrying कि क्या चल रहा है, why the things are not working out. And somebody came to me and he just kept his hand on my shoulder and said, Tausif, what happened? You're looking in too much tension. And I was like, अरे life के बम्बू लग गए. Yeah, it's all messed up, the life is broken, and like I am like, what to do? I don't know the path now. I don't know the path. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay. That person said, Tosif, since how long you are hunting? I said, like 4 months, every single day, hard work, trying to get 4 months. He said the same thing, okay? He said the same thing. And I was really feeling that heaviness in my heart. I was feeling that pressure on my brain. And I actually literally cried in front of that person at that time. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. The family expectations are there. I need to make money. I'm trying all my best. Things are not working out. Now, what should I do? Now, also, if I recollect that moment, it was a tough time. And I know you people might be passing through all this time, right? But I want to give you the same guidance which that person gave me. He said me the simple thing, Tosif, like you're trying since just 4 months. You need to understand in the market there are people they are trying since past 3 to 4 years as well. Life will test. This is what he said. Life will test. Who said life is easy? College time is over. Play time is over. Now this is life beginning, and you need to be strong because he said the world will throw problems at you. You need to be strong because if you break, then the actual problem begins. And then he's like, Yusuf, you need to be there in the game. Do it, learn it. Okay. And I'm like, हाँ भाई तू बात तो सही कर रहा है, but what should I do? He said, you're trying to look for a career for which is next 30 years, right? Next 30 years, that big career. Do you think this 4 months of struggle matters anything for that? He simply said me, even if you were like spend next 1 year not getting a job, still it is fine. And I was like, hey man, what are you talking about? He said this literally, even if you spend next 1 year searching for the job and you don't get it, that's also not a problem because your career is a 30 years long career. If your family can wait for the past 21 years of your life that you're not working, they can still wait for one more year. And then it started making sense to me. "Oh, baat to sahi kar raha hai," right? It is true, right? They can do that, right? For us. Then I got this clarity. We are talking about a career 30 years long. And he simply said this one thing: whatever you have learned in your college life, that is not sufficient to have a very great career. You will get a job, but who's guaranteeing it like you'll have a very strong career? No guarantee. Market, IT market is filled. He was from the IT industry itself. He was guiding me. IT market is filled with junk people, average, below average, not able to make successful careers, struggling in life. IT is filled with that also. He just told me, Tosif, do you want to be in the same crowd? And I'm like, no, I want to make money. I want to have big power. I want to have position. And that inspired. Then he said, without knowledge, it is not possible. You need to have knowledge. You need to have the right direction. And if you have that in you, then only you will be able to rise. And how do you go to that? By acquiring actual knowledge, by getting trained in your profession, by doing something which makes you a skilled person, not average, a actual skilled person. Okay, a warrior ready for a battle in life. And without training, warriors are not born. And he said, okay, I am going to finance you for the entire 1 year. You don't worry about your pay. He went to that extent, guys. Miracles, right? Okay, now when I look back, guys, it was something like this. 4 months, I was trying very hard. The state which I was into, I was not giving up, but I was getting demotivated. Then, when such things happen in life, all of a sudden, life does a miracle. And for me, the mentor was a miracle. He said, I'll finance you for the entire 1 year for your education, for your stay, whatever, for your trainings. Okay? Dekhte, bahut aage jayega. This is what he said. And as soon as he said that, I was very comfortable. On the very same day, I went back to my family and said, give me 1 year of time. I need to really prepare for life. Okay, don't put pressure on me. I need to prepare now because now I am serious for what I want in my life because his words inspired me. For now, so far I was living for the world, but now I thought, nahi, now I live for myself. I will learn, I will upgrade, I will become great in my life, and I'll do whatever it takes. 15 घंटा पढ़ना है पढ़ूंगा. 20 hours of hard work, I'll do it. Not sleeping, I'll do to that extent, but I will not stop. 4 years taught me, 4 months taught me that. Just 4 months was enough to change that. And he inspired that in me, because he showed me the vision of next 30 years. So the learning to be taken is, have vision. Don't be like narrow minded, just thinking about today and tomorrow. Look in front of, years ahead of you. You'll be able to make the right decisions of your life. You are in a long term game, people. Long term game. Fine. So this was done. Then I went for training. Okay. Learned a lot of things, guys, as part of that. Okay. So somewhere I happened to fall in Amirpet, got some one of best faculties of there. Okay. I met with Natras sir as part of that journey itself. So really incredible person. He shared so much of the knowledge, so much of the wisdom. And then I started enjoying my learnings. उसके बाद I was not worried कि when I will be getting job, guys, because I knew the knowledge which I was acquiring, that's massive. Okay, and I, guys, literally telling you, okay, I used to leave home from morning 6. I used to go to class there, but traveling 7 a.m. morning class used to happen. Entire day I used to stay in Amirpet itself, going for practicals. I was not having laptop, so I was going to labs, doing some jugaad with the lab coordinator. Let me sit. Okay, if everything becomes filled, then I'll leave my seat. But I was just doing that. I was not doing time pass, because I had my career in front of me. I was not there to stop. I was there to grow. And I was going morning 7, doing the classes, 2 classes back to back, coming, doing live coordinators, 2 times tiffin I was carrying with me. Okay. 2 times tiffin, lunch, dinner, dono ka dono, till night 10 I was there itself. And then I used to close my day. And then night 11 I used to carry back and again go back to home to sleep. This was my life. And guys, when you're ready to put efforts in your life, a point will come where life will justify that. You just should not stop. Life will justify that. And after doing so much of efforts, knowledge was growing. And guys, you know what happens? If you are putting efforts and if you're on a success journey, life will happen for you. You don't have to run for opportunities. Let me tell you that. So when this thing happened, you know what? There itself, I got some job also. Not a IT job, but a training job. I got some lab related job. I got some project development related job that opened a lot of other aspects for me there. Miracles will happen. I got started getting some salary also. So it was not like entire 1 year, not. I was confident about my skill. So life started already rewarding me there. And guys, I worked there and I'm like, okay, now I just said, okay, 6 months I worked there, and I said, now I don't want to work. I want to try in the IT industry. Now people were there, अरे क्या करेगा इंडस्ट्री में जाके, ऑलरेडी यू आर गेटिंग पेड ईयर ना, यहाँ पे भी जाके देखो मंथली 45,000 तक का सैलरी यू कैन एक्सट्रैक्ट दैट. आई सेड लव ऑल दैट इज फाइन, बट आई एम हियर फॉर द आईटी इंडस्ट्री. लेट मी टेस्ट द आईटी इंडस्ट्री. बाद में वी विल थिंक अबाउट मनी एंड ऑल दैट. Let me go, let me explore, let me open my wings towards greatness. And then I started hunting. You know what happened? The initial 1 month, again, jobs were not coming. Okay. And then, but I was not low in confidence this time, because I knew my knowledge is huge. I was seeing every single day, I was asking the same question. Tosif, fine, call is not coming, but if the call comes, are you prepared for it? And with that single question, okay, with that single question, I was working hard every single day. Every single day, practicals, projects, interviews, reading, revising. This is how my things were happening. And guys, as soon as the first interview call came, and I cracked it. Because guys, when you're prepared for life, interview just becomes a formality. So I was not living for interview, I was living for actually becoming somebody valuable. And then the interview just happened for me and then got selected. And I was like, okay, so now I am somebody. Okay, fine, got in the IT job. Now, let me tell you, people, life is not that simple. Okay, every single time life is going to test you. This is what is job of life. So, if you're failing right now, if you are in a very tough situation right now, life is actually testing your patience. For how long you can go, for how long you can fight back, and don't give up, people. A point will come where life will be like, okay, let me loosen up things, let me create opportunities for you, because they have seen you to pass through that struggle, and opportunity will come, that hope will come. You need to have patience. I had it, I got in. Okay, now dusra, guys, again life is like, और करते हैं. Okay, और करेंगे ठीक है. The what happened is, as soon as I started getting into the IT industry, I did not get directly to a project. Okay, they just placed me on a bench inside, and I was like, okay, bench में डाल दिया. There is no project allocated, monthly salary coming, life is chill. Just go to office, canteen, cafeteria, time pass, come back home. 1 month gone, 2 month gone, salary coming, and now I'm like, अरे यार project ही नहीं है, like what is happening here? Okay. Then we got to know there was a system called as contract to hire. I'll just like to give a learning to you people. Okay, if you are hired like a contractor, there are two kind of jobs: permanent position, contract position. If you're hired like a contract position, guys, I highly recommend you that wherever, whichever company you work for as a contract, go there and get into any of the project. Because if you're not in projects, those people can remove you with a very short notice of maybe 15 days or 1 month as well. Okay, so this is what I want to tell all you guys. Okay, if you are on a contract position, get into a project, do whatever is required to get into a project. Now guys, okay, when we got to know that after 2 months, only guys 1 month was remaining, and we got to know that within 1 month we have to be placed in a project. Okay, so guys, learning for all contract hires jo bhi ja rahe. Okay, in 1 month I have to be in a project. Guys, when there is a target, the brain works. So what happened along with me, there were few more guys. Okay, we all tried to inquire like, where are these projects available? Can we apply internally within the company? Can we call some project managers or the HR for placing us? Once you start finding, you will find something. So we got a reference of some Excel sheet where all the project managers, their contact numbers, the open positions within the company was mentioned. So we started calling everybody, we started forwarding a resume, and they are like, hey, you guys, where are you people? Chalo, we need you for the project. Okay, so guys, thing is, you need to have target, and in short time you need to take massive actions, results will come. So we did that, a target. Then okay, now interview was scheduled for me. Okay, interview was scheduled. Now what is the next step? Okay, two things happened. Okay, two things happened. Me, interview schedule, they said, okay, come next week, blah 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 time, and you we will be they're getting you for the project. Okay, and all of a sudden 2 days before, my interview was cancelled. Okay, and along with my batch, one more person was hired. We were both on bench. That person got the job, matlab, he got the interview scheduled. And I'm like, okay, pata nahi what happened. Okay, so my interview was cancelled, his interview is scheduled there. And I'm like, okay, I did not care, fine, chalo hota hai, let me try for some other project. Okay, now later guys, let me tell you, okay, wo banda gaya, he cracked, technically he was good, he cracked the interview and he got placed on that project as well. Now what happened there, he got placed on the project. And after 2 days, once he was in, one of the other member along with me, he came and he said, you know what, वो बंदे ने ना अंदर reference लगाया. Somehow he got a contact through that project manager via some middleman in between, and because of that reference, he actually did that package, some work out there, and then he got you cancelled for the interview, and he made his own way there. Okay, and I was like, अरे यार, we heard about all this politics and taking away opportunities. अभी तो life में I have not even started and all this drama is happening क्या? Guys, that is life. You cannot expect what will happen. Okay, it was just 15 days. Our contract was about to terminate from them. Okay, contract was about to terminate from them, and it is just getting into the IT abhi tak. That's how horrible things were. When he took away opportunity, I'm like, okay, fine, the gaya, let me focus on the good part, the solution part. I did not sit there complaining, crying. I'm like, okay, 15 days there, I have to try more projects because I need to get it there. I don't complain, I want to get inside there. Okay, and you know what happened after that? I gave two interviews within the company itself, got selected for both. If you have technical knowledge and if you're confident about yourself, you will make through this industry. That's what is IT. Having knowledge and having the confidence that I have knowledge, I can work. If you have these two things, you can very nicely make through the IT industry, people. Anywhere if there is doubts, it's problem. That's how it is. Okay, so then I'm like, okay, so got hired for both, and then got placed for one of the project. Okay, and let me tell you, if you are really honest in your life, okay, if you believe that this is my life. I need to focus hard on my growth. I don't want to take away opportunities from others. Very important things, guys. Okay, karma is for real. Okay, I still know that person who took away my opportunity at that time. And you know what? Had he not taken away that project from me, okay, that project was a pretty low learning project. My career would have had a very slow start. Now that was destiny. Somewhere he got that project, so I did not get a slow start in my career. And because he was there, I got placed into another project, and that is where my entire life changed, because that project made me work as hard as I can, morning till evening, every single day, every Saturdays. And that's where the change happened. Okay, that's where the change happened. So, guys, life may not, don't take away opportunities from others, because you don't know what life was planning for you. So, if you take away others' opportunity, life is like, Arey, I wanted to give you this. You don't want it? Fine. Go here and there. That's fine. So, guys, the learning that I want to share you, don't care about others. Don't try to take opportunities from others. Focus on just yourself. Focus on yourself. My growth, my life, my career, my direction. If others are coming taking away opportunities, doesn't matter. Still focus on yourself. My knowledge, let me try, let me try, let me try. Life will start making way for you. That's what is going to happen. Life will start making way for you. And fourth career mein badhoge. And you know what, guys? Right now I know that person who took away that opportunity. And guys, in 11 years, on paper, he's also 11 years of experience. And he's still a developer, guys. And I have become a head of technology. I'm not bragging about it, but that's what is life. Maybe throughout the life, he keeps snatching opportunities from others, and life never gave him the position to grow. So life is for real, guys. So you need to believe in all these things. Okay? So you need to believe in all these things. You need to understand all these things. Okay, now let's get further. Now once I got into that project, I'm telling all life learnings these things to you. Okay, don't live it like that. Don't try to snatch things. Life will snatch away your future basically, and then you have to suffer. That's what life is about. Fine. And then I'm like, okay guys, abhi kya ho gaya? When I got into the project, along with me there were some campus placements also. There was some person like this, like that, multiple kind of nature of people were there in the same project. And but you know my struggle, right? Not having job directly from college, then spending 1 year of training, still not having a job, trying to get into a project, somebody taking away opportunity, trying to work hard for a project. And now I finally am placed in a project, and I want to tell you people, now I understand the value of the project I am into. Those others who were there in the project, they'd never understood the value of that. And guys, when I got to the project, I promised to myself, Tosif, I'm going to do as hard work as I can. I will not care about time. I'll not care about entertainment. I'll not care about enjoyment. I'll not care about anything. I want to learn and I want to become the greatest. Every single day, hard work, hard work, hard work. I started following the same principle, going to office early, coming late back to home. And I did not do it for my managers. I did it because I wanted to learn. And I did not even tell to my managers that I am coming early, I'm going late. I was not showcasing, I was growing. This is how I passed my initial 3 years of my IT career, focused on learning every single day. And that made me something. And I decided, Tosif, life has given you this with a lot of struggle. You cannot take it light. You cannot take it for granted. It's time to rise high. And there were other friends of mine. They were like, Tosif, why are you working so much hard? In the end, you will also get the same hike. I'll also get the same hike. But my mindset was, I'll not be influenced by all this garbage thoughts. Fine, I'm not working for money. I'm not working for hike. I'm working for my long term vision. That's the thought I want to tell to you people. Work for becoming somebody. The money, packages, everything will come to you. You know what, guys? Further on in my life, there were incidents. Okay, there were incidents. I was having appraisal discussion. My manager asked me how much money you want. I said him like, okay, I give me X package. Future in my career, बहुत कुछ हुआ, right? I said, give me X package. My manager said, okay, fine, let me think about it. And when the appraisal was actually happening, he gave me X plus 2 lakhs. I asked only X lakhs. He said, Tosif, you deserve more. This is what, guys, miracles will happen. You don't have to ask for money. The world will recognize your potential and they will give you that. Guys, you know what? I passed companies, I switched projects without any interviews. Just my name, like, okay, my manager said, Tausif hai, bande pe trust kar. That's it. He'll be a great performer for your team. Without even interviews, guys, I was switching companies, I was switching projects. While others, guys, have to work hard, my hard work was talking for me. This is what learning I want to tell you, people. Don't care about the world. Don't care about anything else. Focus on your growth every single day of your life. Such kind of miracles will happen for you. Okay? Because, guys, whether you know it or not, when you're doing hard work, there will be somebody somewhere watching you. And then that is like, okay, he is different. He's different than others. He's dedicated, hard work, passionate, getting results, having the right mindset. Let's reward him with opportunity, and life will start making way for you. So this is what happened. Okay. Now, guys, finally got into the job. 3 years, massive learnings. Let me talk about the future segments. Okay, some of the best learnings of what I did in my IT career, I want to share it with you people so that you can also apply it in your life and you'll be getting massive results. Okay, chalo, let's understand. So, pehle to mindset and all that we have spoken about it. Now, let's talk about some techniques and strategies. If you live your life like this, it would be very great. Okay, maybe your life can also, like career to benefit hoga, maybe for life also it is going to be beneficial for all you people. Okay, fine. So now let's understand it. Okay, let's understand these things, people. First of all, you have to be planned and organized. Okay, you have to be planned and organized. Whether you're working at an IT job or any project, let me tell you, a lot of things are to be done. But you are one human being. You can work on one thing at one time. You cannot do like 10 things at the same time. You will be failing in all the 10 things. वो saying है ना in Hindi, like दो नाव पे सवार मत होना. Don't travel at the same time on two boats. You will sink in both. Focus on one, complete one. So I'm telling you, in your IT job, there might be so many things to be done. You need to be organized. What you have to do is you have to create one list of items, nothing but your to-do list. Put everything there as part of the to-do list. And guys, once you are done that to-do list, nothing but if team member is telling you something, somebody else is telling you something, both calm and fine. But you can work on one thing at one time. So guys, in your life also, you have so many things to be done. Put it in one order, in a priority, most important to least important. Okay, and focus on only one thing at one time. The most important thing, you take that from the list, work on that, complete it, then pick the next item one by one. Work in an organized manner. The brain will be very much composed. Rather than trying to do half of many things and not getting results anywhere, put it into a list one by one based on the priority, start executing. You will find that your results will be more better. So the first learning is, throughout I applied in my IT life and I got wonderful results. Be planned and organized. Priority, top to bottom, pick the top one, do it. While the rest of the things you don't even care about it. Jaane do kuch bhi hota hai. Your concern is the first one should not fail. One by one. That's how it is. Fine. That's the first learning which you have to take. Don't scatter your mind in 10 different things. Focus on one thing, close it, work on priority, important item to least important item. Fine. This is first learning. Second is estimation. This is a very required quality for becoming successful in the IT industry. Estimating your amount of time that you would need for completing something. Many people don't get it. Even like 4 साल 5 साल experience होते फिर भी नहीं आता estimate करने. They don't know how to estimate because they never practice it. I want you, as a fresher itself, start estimating your work. What is estimating your work? You know that something needs to be coded or done, right? Before starting the coding, already plan how, what do you think, how much time it will take for you to completing this work. It might be 2 days, 4 days, 6 days, whatever it is, but estimate your work. You might be wrong in the first time, you might not know based on what you should do the estimation, but when you keep doing it from time and again, you will start improving in it. Okay, so guys, right from today onwards, I want to suggest you people, whatever coding you do, or whether you are in job right now or a fresher right now, anything that you code or work, estimate it before putting your hands in coding. Tell that, okay, this I'm going to complete in half day, this I'm going to complete in 3 days. Then try to see whether you are meeting those 3 days or not. Okay, you might say 3 days, but you might finish in 2 days. Nothing, but your potential is bigger, your estimates needs to improve. But right from the beginning, get better in this estimation. Let me tell you how it will give you value. Okay, you know what will happen in your IT? Two people will come to you. Okay, so let's say two people, like I or come to you and say, hey, Shashi, so I want to give you this task to be done. Maybe some other guy also comes to you and says, hey Shashi, I want to give you this task to be done. Now what happens is Sashi becomes a very good man to both. Sashi says, okay, yes to me, yes to him also. These are the mistakes which people do. Yes man is going to be a problem man in IT industry. Yes to me, yes to him. Now I am assuming, okay Sashi, tell me when you can do my work. And at the same time, he is also asking the same. Guys, we don't know that both are giving work to Shashi. Such situations will come. Now it's Shashi who is creating the problems for himself. Shashi, you are just example. Take it, don't take it to heart, man. So Sashi has not told me that I am doing one more thing at the same time. No communication, guys. Lack of communication will make you suffer in the IT industry. The reason for stretching late, the reason for working on weekends, on majority of the cases is you're not able to take a stand for yourself. You don't know how much time it will take to finish something. You say yes to this also, yes to that also. In the end, both are incomplete. And then how do you justify? Because look, once you tell me 3 days, I'm going to be like, I want it, I want it. You told the same 3 4 days to somebody else. He's also on your head, I'm also on your head. In the end, you take pressure and then you quit your job. So understand, clarity in work. When I gave you a task, that person gave you a task, you prioritize it. Okay, and you just tell him, hey bhai, I have one more work, I can focus on only one thing at one time. So either your work or his work. No matter, they are CEOs of your company, doesn't matter. You are a human being. My work or his work. Tell to each other, hey Tausif, can you go and talk to that person, because I have to. Tell me what is the priority so that I'll work only on one particular item, because I am a human being, I'm not like multiple skilled person. Whoever it is, go ahead, talk to them. Let people sort their own problems. You don't take the pressure on your head. Understand it. Don't be a yes man. You will suffer in the IT industry. Keep things clear. And then if you align both of us, then I'm like, okay, his work is more important than my work. Tell me how much time you will take for his work to complete, and so that I can expect after that you will be doing my work. Nothing but, guys, right from day one, estimation is going to start. And if you don't know how to estimate, let me tell you, you might say 5 days. And guys, how a manager naturally comes, I have also like worked in the industry for 11 years. I'm like, साले 2 दिन के काम के लिए 5 दिन बोल रहा है, कहाँ से होगा? I'll be like, hey, it's a 2 day work, man. Take 3 days, but just finish it. You know that for your capability it is 5 days, but the manager is pushing, can I finish it in 3 days? Now you need to really understand, can you complete it in 3 days? And if you're not able to complete it, you need to convince me back somehow. That's where, guys, IT life is a communication, convincing life. If you don't convince me back for 5 days, I'm going to force you to complete the work in 3 days. And guys, now it's up to you how you're going to manage it. रात दिन काम करो, weekend काम करो, because you were not able to communicate or convince. That's where in the IT industry, communication and convincing is very important thing. You feel that you need 5 days, you explain it to the other person, okay, why you need, what is the breakup of the 5 days, why do you think it is going to take 5 days. Explain it to the other person, he will understand. But if you're not able to explain, then you have to follow other people timeline. That is where first thing is, you need to know how to estimate your work. The second thing is, you need to know how to communicate and defend your work as well. गाइस रूड नहीं होना है, लड़ना नहीं है भाई, आईटी में क्या बर्तन भांडे लेके आओगे क्या? We don't want to fight in IT industry, but we need to speak it out. Big problems will be sorted just with communication. So IT mein guys, the second learning was estimate your work, so there is enough clarity of things. You will know that this week I can finish this, next week I can finish that. All of those things will happen. So that is the beauty of the second learning which I want to tell you. Life will be very peaceful, very peaceful. The third learning is communication. Okay, the third learning is communication. Okay, so now as part of communication, it is just about explaining to the other person. It is just about explaining to the other person, like whatever you feel, you just have to convince the other person, explain it to them, and they should believe in you. They should not be like, "Arey, manipulate kar raha hai." Those kind of vibes should not come. Genuine communication is basically required in the IT industry. Okay? These were some of the principles in which I lived my life, and one very important law which I executed always. Okay, and later I discovered that it is a universal law. Public ने उसके बारे में research करके रखा है. Lot of research has happened about it. It is something called as Pareto principle. That's very interesting one. Okay, Pareto principle. Now, what does this Pareto principle say? Okay, it is called as also 80-20 principle. What he says, you give any task, okay, you give any task, any work, it is not just IT related work guys, life ka kuch bhi kaam ho. Okay, what he says is, there is only 20% of the work of that task which is very important, and if you finish only that 20%, the remaining 80% will become very easy, or many times not required at all. And guys, I practically took advantage of this law many times. You know what will happen guys? Okay, relate it with your understanding. Whenever a task is given to you, okay, something will be very complicated in that task. What some people do is, nahi yaar bahut complicated hai, we will do it later, and they start working on the easy things, simple things. And then what happens is, in the nothing but what is happening is guys, there is 80%, there is 20%. The 20% is complicated, and but it is important, you don't touch that. You start spending a lot of time on the remaining 80%. And guys, in the end, you know what happens? That itself takes so much of time. Maybe the entire work is supposed to complete in like 5 days. This work itself took your 3.5 days, and now you just have 1.5 day to complete. And this complicated box is there, is it? बहुत problem आएगा. In 1.5 day, इतना stress आएगा, इतना pressure, you will not be able to complete your work on time, people. And you know what, guys, in IT industry, I have heard people came to my cabin and they said, Tosif, you know what? I am taking antidepressant tablets. I am taking tablets for stress management. So don't give me too much of work. मैं बोला, अरे साले मरवाएगा क्या? People literally coming like, we cannot deal stress. Don't give us too much pressure. I am having some health issue, medical problem. I am taking tablets, and recently I've started taking again. मैं बोला भाई तू डरा रहा है क्या मेरे को? I want to tell you people, if you cannot manage yourself, the outcome is going to be stress, tension, worries, and many people I've seen quitting the IT industry. Money is there, everything is there, but I've seen people quitting the IT industry because they don't know how to work in the IT industry. So whatever I spoke in the past 15 minutes, that's the way to work. Apply Pareto principle for any work that you want. The most complicated piece should be first attacked full force, because you don't know how much damaging it will become later. Apply that. Focus on the 20% core heart of the problem, and once you fix that, your life will be very good. Next, prioritize and work always. Third, always estimate. Fourth, always communicate. And once you're doing these things right, let me tell you, your entire IT life will be very good. Entire IT life will be very good. So, guys, if you're not this person, if you're confused, if you cannot take decisions, just follow what I mentioned blindly. The results will come. दो चीज करना है, दोनों में से एक पे फोकस करो. सेकंड इज द सेकंड प्रायोरिटी. Estimate yourself, do all these basic things, and you'll find results will come in your life. ओके, ठीक है. तो चलो, दिस इज व्हाट आई वांटेड टू शेयर. एंड गाइस, उसके बाद करते करते गाइस, I started like a server developer. फिर I wanted to become a full stack, so I showed interest. Hey, I want to do some full stack programming. I started discussing within the teams, and they said, in my project there is some opening. And then I switched to some other project. There I got a UI opportunity. And now what happened is I was making my own career. I'm like, server done, now UI also done. What I want to do next? Okay, I want to lead small teams. I started talking to people internally on the floor. Matlab, okay, I want to grow. I want to do something else, something else, something else. He said, okay, there is a small team, 3 4 member ka. Do you want to manage it? I was like, okay, first time, but let's do it. So, guys, you have to talk and create your own opportunities as well. Okay, guys, I'm telling you, in my life, no 2 years were the same. I crossed 11 years, and I'm telling you, no 2 years were the same. If I'm doing the same thing the second year, I feel like I'm done with my life. I have to go and do something else. And for that, I started talking to n number of people, but I never repeated my 2 years. I did not do the same thing twice. And that's the reason I kept growing year by year, every single year, doing something else. And that's where I became the head of technology in 11 years. Many people like दो साल तक, 3 साल तक एक ही काम कर रहे हैं. अरे पैकेज मिल रहा है, कुछ भी मिल रहा है, but growth कहाँ है? Where is the growth there? Not growing. And that's where they took 5 15 years to become somebody. And I had it in short time because I was pushing myself. As soon as I realized I'm done with the learning out here, I started talking to people. Give me more opportunities, give me more opportunities. I'm ready to take challenges. Throw me into something, I'll make way through it. I'll learn, I'll grow. That attitude just came inside me because I wanted to grow in my life. And guys, when you show that kind of learning hungriness, others will be like, अरे दे दो यार इसको, दे दो, चुप बिठाओ. Okay, दे दो इसको, चुप बिठाओ. ठीक है. And by that way, I started growing. I started getting promotions. I started learning new and new things. I started new responsibilities within the team. And year by year, my skill set was rising. Server to UI, UI to tech lead to small teams. वहां से फिर आगे करते 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 getting into designing, getting into the head of technology. बहुत आगे लाइफ फिर निकलने लगी. And it was with simple principle. No 2 years should be the same. If 2 years are the same, that means I have to create more opportunities for myself, and I'm ready to put as maximum efforts for myself for that. Okay. Chalo, now let's take some questions. Okay, now let's take some questions in bits and pieces. Somebody is typing something, something, something. Okay, so let's take some questions. Okay, growth means levels of positions. Yes, yes, yes. Growth is in terms of, yes, the positions that you carry, the roles that you exhibit. Okay, the technical knowledge, or the maturity that grows. So growth is like that. Career growth, position growth, roles and responsibilities growth. That's all. Okay. Is Python good for freshers? Arey bachchu Prashant. Okay. It's just a programming language. Is just a programming language. If you are into a project where Python is there, so it is useful for you. If you happen to go for a project where Java is there, Python is not useful for you. So it's very fair and square. If you are into a Python based project, it is useful. Not there, it is not useful. Simple. So don't attach yourself to any technology. If you don't know Python, if you know Java, apply for as a Java programmer. That's good for you. Okay, if you don't want to try for a Java developer, learn Python, apply for Python projects. That's good for you. That's how it works basically. Okay. Now moving on. Okay, Suvendu, how to increase confidence on talking power? Okay, देखो Suvendu, confidence on talking power. One thing will happen is if you know that you are speaking the truth. Okay, if you believe that whatever you're saying is right, a confidence automatically आ जाए. So that's the first step. Okay, the second step, थोड़ा सा योगिक में चले जाते हैं. Okay, there are 7 chakras within us. There is a fifth chakra which lies at the throat. Okay, if people don't have confidence, that means the fifth chakra, the throat chakra, is not properly balanced. Energy is weak in your throat chakra. There are exercises by which you can power this up, and automatically confidence will come. Okay, and the third thing is you have to practice it a lot. Okay, nothing but you have to be right, and you have to keep talking to a lot of people, explaining them, convincing them. Automatically over a period of time your personality will evolve. Okay, so that's how you do it, Sivandu. Okay, next, Saurabh. Where to arrange experience document for claiming gap as experience? Guys, you have to reach out to consultancies, go to Amir Pay, talk to some institute people there, project department, ask them ki bhai I want to is there some consultancy or something. They will give you some numbers, or go in Amirpet, start talking to people, guys. Okay, start talking to people in Amirpet. Many people there arrange documents and just get inside. Okay, so that's the right source. Okay, I don't know basically, but I know that many people, and I don't care to ask about them, it's there. But I know that there are people who has got certificates and are able to do very good. Just go there in Amirpet, talk to your lab coordinators, talk to the management out there who is sitting there in institutes, talk to the people in Amirpet crowd over chai, phone pe baat karo, online chal raha hai everything, call people, they somebody will guide you properly there. Okay, fine. Next, is it possible to get in less than 10 years? Is it possible to get in less than 10 years? What do you want, Sashi, in less than 10 years? I don't get your question. Okay, now moving on. Okay, Shubham Thakre. Okay, if you don't have knowledge before joining company but ready to work hard in the company, can I survive? ठीक है, देखो शुभम, point is, generally when a fresher comes, he just has a college mindset. You're ready to work hard, yes, you can definitely survive. Life में ऐसे कुछ नहीं है कि कुछ होगा नहीं. If you're ready to be committed, you can definitely survive. So I'm not saying कि बहुत problem हो जाएगा. If you have the attitude of hard working, learning, wherever project you are into, you can build a very strong career. Not a problem at all. But I would suggest, if you have time, okay, if you have time, let's say for getting placed in a company, it's taking more time. So why waste time? Take a learning course or some practice parallelly karo. Job hunt bhi chalne do, do a parallel thing rather than just wasting on job hunt. Learning bhi ho jayega, wo bhi ho jayega. But if you're not trying to trade, only job chahiye, if you directly get it, yes, you can build a very strong career. That's not a problem, man. It works. Okay, it works. But if you have time, if job taking time, take a learning course, because it will build help you with strong foundation knowledge. Okay, moving on. Okay, Viresh Patel. How developers start project, and what really do they in real time? Okay, Viresh, watch the yesterday session, we spoke about that, and how developer starts the project. We are going to take some sessions. It's a 10 days workshop. Every single day it's going to be a new topic, so it's part of some other topic. Okay, why Linux is important for Java developer, Vikrant? Okay, every project that you do, almost like all whatever I've seen in my IT industry, okay, almost all the projects finally get deployed in production servers, which is Linux based servers. Okay, even dev environment, QA environment, stage environment, production environment, everything is a Linux based server. Guys, you do the development maybe in your Windows. Okay, I've seen Windows, I've seen Ubuntu, I have seen Mac, all the three kind of development machines I have worked upon. Okay, but once you do all this, the final jar file, var file, whatever it is there, it is eventually deployed in a Linux based machine. And guys, when you're doing deployment, yeah, you have to go there, you have to know the basic Linux commands. There will be some shell scripts of the servers. You need to restart, you need to tail logs. Log files will be generated on those boxes itself. That is where Linux is required to know. The basic Linux is required. Grep command, tail command, okay, creating, deleting folders and all that. It is going to be a part of your daily routine. That's where it is required. Moving on further. Okay. What about competitive programming is required? What about competitive programming is required for project? I don't get your question. Okay, competitive programming is required for project. I don't get your question properly. Like, programming is programming. The faster you can do, the more productive you can do. That's how it is required for you. And any kind of technology, just know it, like no matter what technology it is, you should be able to work on that, change the mindset to that level. Automatically, life is going to be good for you. Okay, in which company you're working right now? Okay, I joined it as a startup. Right now, it's like 7 years of old company, and the name is Techmojo basically. Okay, so from there I came. Previously, I worked for Accenture, I worked for Comtech. So there are multiple companies which I've worked through in the past. Okay, fine. How fake experience guys manage everything in real time? Okay, देखो guys, you have to do hard work than other people. That's for sure. If you're claiming gap as experience, that's for sure. बाकी लोग 8 घंटे काम कर रहे, you might have to work for 12 hours. You might have to work for 12 hours. There is no saying no for that. Okay. And the point is, guys, you have to be very alert. You cannot be dumb. Okay. You need to keep your senses very alert. Okay. Who is doing what? How are people talking? How are people collecting the requirements? Observing and learning, keeping your senses very alert, because you don't know anything. You need to observe from every single interaction what you can learn. How to talk to manager, how to say yes to the work, how to say no to the work, how to talk to all the clients and all that, how to code. Even observe and learn very rapidly. Even learn from freshers, even learn from 1 year experience, 5 years experience. The senses have to be very alert. Second thing, guys, if you are not able to do something, thing is, you need to put your effort first. Don't draw conclusion, I am not able to do it. Put your efforts, kuch na kuch, try to come with some solution at least. Take those solutions, go and talk to your team members. Don't make it your own problem. Go and talk to your team members, but go to them once you have some solutions with you. Okay, when you have gap as experience, if you just take a, I am not able to do it, can you do it, they'll be like, I have my own work, man, I don't have time for all this. But if they see you putting effort first, you have some result with you, then you go, hey, can you please help me here, I'm stuck somewhere, not able to continue, then people will like to help you. So show that kind of a dedication. Keep your senses alert. Observe every single thing which is happening, coding wise, interaction wise, who to talk to, how, everything basically, how the designing is happening, how people are coding. Check out the code. Observe the entire existing project code. Look based on that. कि, okay, how you should code. थोड़ा senses को बहुत active रखो. Don't be dumb. Don't be like okay scared kind of. It's not going to work out. ठीक है? And then once you're doing it, come up with some solutions. Talk to your team members, they will further guide you with it. And this is how the life happens. The initial 6 months बहुत hard work करना पड़ेगा. You have to put a lot of efforts. That's how things happen. Okay, fine. Now moving on further. How CI and CD pipeline work in a real-time project? Complete different topic, guys. It's a DevOps related process end to end. Okay, why do you want to know as part of this topic? It's a complete different topic related. When we talk about a CI/CD pipeline, then you will know it. But it's all Jenkins coming in. There will be some Git repositories. You commit it. Jenkins automatically pulls it, builds it, deploys it. Continuous integration, continuous deployment. That's what is a CI/CD process. Okay. Yeah. This is what it is. How can I learn about? Viresh, थोड़ा ठंड रख पुत्र. Everything is available on Google. Just go, read an article per day, try to learn a new thing, and I think in a matter of week you can learn all of these things as well. Okay, that's what everything is available on Google. You don't have to think much based on it. Okay, you can learn everything in a matter of 2 days. Subhash, this entire session was about this itself, learning new things, moving on, not being stuck with the same thing for 2 years, acquiring what that level expects you to learn. And that's how you keep growing. Okay, level by level, level by level, you will keep growing in your IT life. You have to learn what every level has to offer. And as soon as you're done with the learning, you should try to move to the next level by talking to a lot of people. And a point will come where all this journey will become simple for you. Okay, so chalo people, thank you everybody for your time. Try to share some things which I feel is definitely going to change your life around. But listening is not going to do anything, guys. It's all about living it. Okay, so try to live based on these principles. Focus on your growth. Knowledge is everything. Have an attitude that I want to become good, not average. I want to become good. I want to keep learning new and new things. I will not take away opportunities from others. I will create my own way in my life. Next, I'll not keep the same learning dragging for 2 years. I will learn as quick as possible, as fast as possible. And if I'm done with that learning, I'll grow to the next level. I'll be proactive. I'll be productive. I'll not be confused. I'll estimate my work. I will face challenges. If you have this kind of a thought process, everything is going to become a miracle in your life. Okay, and this is what, guys, for me, mashallah, things were going very great. And like life started making way for me, basically. I was not chasing for things. I was working on myself, and life started making way for me, and that's where I've reached here. Okay, and this is what learning I would like to give you as well. When you focus on your growth, na, opportunities will start coming towards you. If you're not focusing on growth, if you're just focusing on other things, you have to always forever keep running behind those things. That's the problem, people.
And many people in the life is always chasing, running. खुद का growth कितना है they don't even care, always running for something. पैसे के पीछे भाग रहे, position के पीछे भाग रहे. I did not do all those things. My focus was I need to grow, so when the opportunity comes to me I should be ready to solve the opportunity. That kind of attitude created a lot of things basically. ठीक है. Chalo, everybody. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Today's session was a different session. See you guys tomorrow morning and have a nice time, everyone. Okay. Vikrant, when a project becomes a single fat file, how to regular guys? Abhi ye projects nahi rehte, Vikrant. It never becomes a single fat file. There are microservices. There are so many architectures. Nobody codes in a single project. Monolithic application भी नहीं रहा अभी. एक single file तो कभी नहीं रहेगा. ठीक है. It's not possible. The thing is not like that. Okay, nobody codes like that in the current world. It has been like 6 years I have not seen a big file there, not there. Agar reh raha hai, that means the previous people have done a very bad job at their work. Okay, that's where it's there. Everything is modularized, everything is broken into small classes, the roles responsibilities are assigned very nicely. Monolithics are no longer existing. The projects which were like 10 years old projects, monolithic, now there are migration projects happening to convert it into microservice based architecture. A lot of decentralization is happening. Okay, so you'll not find that kind of bulky ugly projects. Everything is very sleek and nice these days. Okay, yeah, this is what it is. Okay, so chalo, thank you everybody for your time, and tomorrow we will come back again. I will be covering things from some IT industry perspective tomorrow. Okay, so how our entire development process works, and I personally feel it's going to answer a lot of your questions which you people might be getting doubts on a daily basis, right? So वो बहुत कुछ चीजें clarify हो जाएगी कल. ठीक है. And that's where guys, देखो, intentionally I don't try to give everything on the same day, because I want to test your patience also. If you're committed to learn, you will come tomorrow, and then if somebody comes tomorrow, then I want to teach those people. So I don't want to give everything at the same day, because I don't. You have to earn your learning, and that's where I will make sure till the end of the 10 day, every day something valuable will come. So if anybody misses, he misses. Intentionally, I'll do it like that, because I feel only those who are committed deserve knowledge, not everybody. Take care of yourself. See you guys tomorrow morning and have a nice and amazing time. Guys, if you are really committed, morning 5:15 we wake up for meditations, pranayam. We are trying to fix the life as well. You can join us. YouTube mein live jate hain, people. Take care of yourself. See you guys tomorrow morning 5:15 if you can. Otherwise, कल शाम को 9:30 we'll catch up anytime. Bye bye. Take care of yourself, team. Thank you. Thank you.